everybody, Candace here with Green Roof Farms DIY, and today I was hoping on doing an unboxing party for my new Janome HD9 that I ordered, but it did not come in, and my two multi-needles actually were having some issues, and so they went in for service. And the Quality Sewing in Mount Vernon was so nice to lend me this FAF sewing machine and embroidery machine. So I'm going to go ahead and complete the project that we were going to do this weekend and film it in advance and get it on the YouTube channel so everybody can watch it. And then tomorrow I will take everybody through it live on the Facebook group for Green Roof Farms DIY. So essentially I went ahead and I stitched out all of these cute little blocks on my multi-needle, you know, before kind of things took a turn for the worse and it needed to be serviced. And so I have them all done. They're all squared up. I squared them up at a 6x6, and then I have the 4x4 design stitched in the middle. And we're going to go ahead and get that FAF set up, and we're going to make a log cabin style, you know, quilt table runner out of it. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take it, unzip it, and look at the beautiful machine that they sent me home with. I've never sewn with this machine before. I started my embroidery life on a FAF machine back 20 years ago, and I've been with Brother machines probably for the last 10-12 years. So this is going to be my kind of reorientation to working with a FAF machine. So we're going to go ahead and get started. The first thing we do is we're going to take it and we're going to move it over to the sewing area. So I'm just going to take it out. I'm going to move the camera over to the sewing area, and maybe while we're here I will go ahead and unzip this huge massive tote, and what it is, it looks like it's the embroidery machine component. I'm not going to be working with embroidery right now, so this is great to have for later. So I'm going to go ahead and zip this back up and continue on. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move over to the actual machine, and I'm going to sit down. I'm going to try and get you in a position that I can go ahead and get everything hooked up. So it's pretty basic. We're going to go ahead and hook it in down here, the power cord. Perfect. And I am going to need the foot control because I'm going to be doing some sewing. So they sent me with a foot control. So I'm going to put this down on the ground. I'm going to feed it up through my sewing table and connect it in. I'm going to go ahead and come down. And I have a koala cabinet, so I know when I'm sewing I like to be kind of at an even position, so this will be nice for as I'm sewing. And that's pretty much it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn the machine on. Power button kind of hiding down there. We're ready to go ahead and start with our piecing. I'm going to probably start with the horseshoe, and I have my strips of fabric. I'm just going to show you kind of how quick it is to move through and complete this project. So I have my strips cut at 1.5 inches, so they'll be about 1 inch. The directions, you can do a 1.5 inch, 1 inch, 2 inch, doesn't really matter. Just make sure you pay attention to your seam allowance. Perfect. Just looking at the buttons, never used this machine before, so kind of making sure I'm familiar with it. Says may have to actually read some directions because I don't know if I'm familiar with threading one of these. Make sure you get it all the way around. We're just going to kind of go with it and see how well this. Go like this. Yep, go like that. So it needed to go over to the left and then to the right, and boom, we are in business. So I'm gonna pull that all the way through. And now we're ready to make our first stitch. And there has to be a backup. I just want to lock my stitch in. It's my first one. All right, we're gonna cut it. Lift our foot up, and then what we have is this part of the block starting to come out. We're going to go ahead and press it, and then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to square it up, and I'm going to repeat down this side, square it up, repeat down this side, and we're just going to keep building it about 2 layers, and that's going to build our block. So let me go ahead and get this ironed. Alright, so I went ahead and pressed that open, so we are now open. And now I'm going to do the next color, which I'm going to pick this dark green. And all I'm going to do is put them face to face. Line up the raw edges. And pull it down a little bit. Alright. I'm going to put my foot down. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and press this one open, and you can see we're just going to continue to move around the block. Alright, we're now going to take the next color, which is going to be a lime green, and we're going to line it up. We're going to put our foot down. Trim, foot up. Now I'm going to go ahead and press that open, and we have our final side that we're going to go ahead and do right through here. And so it is getting longer and longer, so your strips you're going to have to be somewhat conscientious about as you're doing them, depending on what your final size that you're intending to get to is going to be. I'm just going to line that up. Bring it up here. I'm going to drop my foot down. This little thing. My pedal keeps getting away from me. And trim. Foot up. We're going to go press it. Alright, so we went ahead and completed all 4 sides, and what we're going to do is we're going to continue to go around the block one more layer, continuing to finish it out, and then I will come back and show you the finished one. Alright, so I went ahead and I sewed all the way around. I got it all completed, so let's take a look at what it looks like. And so what I did is I did my first run, my second run, my third, my fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. So it made this nice pretty block. The block started with a 6x6, and we're ending with right around a 10x10, a 10 1/4 by a 10 1/4. So that is, I got to decide, is that the width I want for my table runner? And if that is the width that I want for my intended project, I may go ahead and do one more run, or I may leave it like this and then go through and complete the rest of them. So what I have for the rest of them is we have the balloons, we have the shamrock, we have the love, we have the Irish, and then we have the shamrock wordle. So these are all in a pack. You're going to see them for all different themes of every single month. We have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. So those are what is going to be rolling out, and this is how you assemble your quilt block. And I will go ahead and finish with the blocks. I'll sew them together for a table runner. There are directions inside each of the design packs. And happy stitching. Say something great with thread today, and thanks so much for supporting me as a digital design artist. Thanks from Green Roof Farms DIY.